friends, welcome back to Chew&Chat. And today I made hamburgers. And we can't get cheese curds here. I know we can't get them in Texas. So I made my own poutine. I made French fries. It has a gravy. And I cut up some of those little cheese sticks. You pull the strings, string cheese or whatever. I made my own poutine. Let's see how it tastes. Let me have my little drop gravy. That's really good. Why don't we have this here in Texas? In the United States. Joel Hansen, next time you come to Texas, I think he's in Texas now. Well, this is not coming out till 4 or 5 days from now. He was in Texas. He may have left probably by this time. Let's go. But next time you come to Texas, sure, bring me some cheese curds from Canada. If y'all don't know, Joel's from Canada. So, I made me some Texas. I was thinking about putting some jalapenos on it, but I didn't have no jalapenos. I'm fixing to clean my refrigerator out. I haven't given it a good cleaning. And I'm talking about like your mayonnaise and ketchup and stuff like that. I've gone through, jelly and whatever, keeping your refrigerator and stuff like that. Food, I only keep in the refrigerator for a couple days. If we don't eat in a couple days, I'll throw it out. But I need to give my refrigerator a good cleaning. Because I haven't given it a good clean since before my mother passed away in March. Then with all the depression and crying and taking care of stuff, and we just mostly did DoorDash for the last few months, whatever afterwards, and then I've been sick for the last 6 weeks. Oh, sorry. For my friends who love my burp, I'll do it again. I was just thinking, Joel, he did his eating in Texas, and I think he went back up north and did some stuff, and then he's been over to England, and I think he's over there about a week over there, and he's come back, and I saw that he's been in Texas, and it's like, all this time, I've been sick. Everybody's out living their lives, and I was in bed for 5 weeks. I'm still saying I'm sick because I do have still cough and congestion. So at least I'm able to get up and I'm cooking. For a while, I didn't feel like cooking, It was hard to cook. It was 4 of us, and my youngest son moved out. It was hard to cut down cooking to 3 people. Then I learned how to cut down cooking for 3 of us. Then my mother goes and dies on me. And everything reminds me of her. So the stuff I used to cook for her all the time was like, I just can't cook it right now. Don't know if I'll ever be able to cook it. You know, so I'm having to learn the new recipes and stuff. Well, if you go back to the rich life, last year I did do a video on Irish pub. And I did order poutine there. But I swear, all it was this little string cheese that they had fried. It tastes just like mozzarella sticks. I love French fries and gravy. I could eat this all the time in Canada. That'd be really good with them. Chop up some brisket on there. A little jalapeno. That'd be some mighty fine eating right in there. I don't know why we don't have cheese curds and drink buying cheese curds. These everything, I guess they're everything bagel, hamburger buns. They are delicious. You know how my clothing's gonna feel with them little bitty seeds. Yeah, I didn't have any. I didn't want to put in an order at Walmart just for some lettuce and tomatoes. I just got mayonnaise on here and onions and my hamburger patty and bun. You know, if you're new here, I think I'm getting over this special kind of COVID that it's not picked up by the COVID test. I've had other friends that's been sick and they've been put in hospital and stuff. I had it first. Beginning of the year. Other people got it and they've been put in hospital. I should have been probably put in hospital this last time. Excuse me. And what I'm getting at is 2020, I think it was March of 2020, me and my mother got sick. I got sick first. And then she got sick a few days after me. But she was kind of like that. Anytime I got sick, she had to be worse than I am. But she did die. And that time we got sick. I know me. I lost my taste for it was cinnamon. Oh, excuse me. Then that year for no, it was like in April of 2021 I got sick again. Was it? Yeah. I got sick again. I can't stand yellow cheese anymore. I used to love it on my hamburger stuff. Can't stand it anymore. Thanksgiving Day 2021. Got sick as a dog. I cooked my meal, put it on the counter in the bowls and everything, and told everybody to help themselves, and I went to bed. And I got up later that evening, put the food up. Well, my mother and her sister put the stuff up, but I had to redo it because they just sat there and put foil on it and stuff, and they didn't put it up right, and I had to wash all the dishes and. Yeah, I was 2021 Thanksgiving. I think I got a little bit sick in 2022. Maybe it's again like March or April. I don't know what it is about March or April. And then it was the beginning of February. February 7th, 8th, something like that. I got up. I was such in good mood. I felt terrific. I bought new little handles for my cabinets in my washer and dryer. I changed all those out, and I was washing clothes, and I was cleaning the house and feeling good. And I sat down to take my morning pills. It was like 2:00. I took my pills, and it felt like one of them stuck. I was okay. I think I had some potato chips or something by the bed or something, and I tried to eat those, and I could still breathe and stuff, but it just felt like there was something stuck in my chest. And I went in the kitchen, got something else to eat. I think I got some bread or something, and I was getting some drink and trying to push this down, and it was just getting harder to breathe. I could not breathe. And I told my mother, I said, I think I've got a pill stuck in my lung. I'm having a hard time breathing. I just can't breathe. She goes, well, you need to go to the emergency room. Well, excuse me. So I go in my bedroom, and I call my doctor's office, and they sent me to the nurse. They're like, oh, no, you don't have to go to the ER. Just go over to the urgent care at the clinic, and they'll see you. Since you're having a hard time breathing and stuff, they'll take you straight back. So I told my son, I said, get dressed. I said, my oldest son, I said, you need to take me over urgent care. I can't breathe. Well, I could breathe, but it was very hard to breathe. It was very painful. So I go over there. You have to stand in line. Finally, they're taking. It took me forever to walk in there because I could not breathe. I guess my son could have got a wheelchair or something. I don't know. Well, it didn't happen. I had to walk in there. And so then they ask all these damn questions. They want your insurance. They got all the information. And all they need is my name. They didn't need nothing else. They have everything else. They want to make sure they got their $35 and copay and we were sitting there for the longest time. She's like, well, it may be a 2-hour wait. I said, honey, I'm going to be dead on this floor. I can't breathe. I said, could you send the fireman with the ambulance? Send me some hot, good-looking fireman, single. I said, because I've seen the ambulance up here before. I said, I think I need the ambulance to take me over to the hospital. She said, oh, no, we can't call the ambulance for you. So I start walking, almost to the car. Lady runs out there and she goes, ma'am, oh, they can see you now. Now, she's taken my name out of the computer and closed all that out. So I have to go back in there and redo all that paperwork again. That time, I'm mad. I can't breathe. And, we do that and we sit down there for probably an hour. I said, oh, I could have been to the hospital. Yeah, they've probably could have checked in by now. And then they came me back to the back. And they tell me to sit there. I wait about another 30 minutes. Well, we need to see if you do an x-ray, chest x-ray, to see if there's anything in your lung. Now, this don't make no sense here, because they tell me they need to take a picture of my lung, because there could be something in my lung. But the little Indian doctor tells me, lady, oh man, your lungs have this little flap on it. It closes, and she goes, there is no way anything could ever get inside your lung. And I'm sitting there thinking, don't people drown? It goes into your lungs. I haven't ever had to take stuff out people's lungs before. She goes, there is no way that ever, any time ever, that anything could ever go inside your lung because of this little flap. See, this is why I never met the doctor. I was sick this time. They're like, you need to go over to urgent. No. I had them call me antibiotics. And some cough pills. And I kept telling her, I got this funny taste in my mouth. It's just terrible tasting. Well, I don't know what that is. So I woke up the next morning. I was coughing. And I started throwing up this bloody, tarry looking coffee ground stuff for like an hour or so. And no one's even concerned about that. My mother goes, that sounds like TB. None of my doctors are telling that. No one's concerned that you're throwing up bloody, tarry coffee grounds. And so that passed. And I would cough. I did a lot of that coughing up for like an hour or so. And then after that, for like 2 days, when I'd cough stuff up, it was just like in my mucus, there was like little pieces of coffee grounds. And like little things of blood. And after I coughed all that stuff up for like an hour, I didn't have that taste in my mouth no more. I've told other people my symptoms. Maybe this will help you. Because it seems like everybody's sick and a lot of people are, you're taking a COVID test, but for some reason it's not coming back as COVID. We don't know. The doctors I know here, they're baffled about what this is. People have gone to the hospital and been there for several days to a week or so. Same symptoms. Give them a COVID test and stuff, comes back negative. But it takes forever to get your strength back to get over this. It seems every time you get sick, it's worse. You go to the doctor's office and stuff and hospital and stuff, and they'll say, oh yeah, COVID's still going around. Maybe it is, but they're not talking about this other stuff that's going around, what me and other people have gotten. For 3 years, I kept my mother home, away from people, unless she had to go to the doctor's appointment, whatever, so she wouldn't get the coronavirus. I feel so guilty now, keeping her here for all those years. She loved being at home anyway. She was always on Facebook and doing stuff and doing her ancestry and painting stuff. Excuse me. And she loved it. But I just feel guilty that we didn't do anything. And she goes to one emergency room, they send her home, and 30 minutes later she has a major stroke because first ER said there was nothing wrong with her. That's where I went to. And I really need to find me a malpractice lawyer. The last hospital my mother went to, where the ambulance took her to after she had her stroke, they told me I had a good case against the other hospital. They should have never left her. With all her symptoms that she had, and with her heart problems and whatever, they should never have left her out. Dismissed her, discharged her from the hospital. They said if she would have stayed there at the hospital and she had her stroke, they could have took her straight to the operating room, or they could have went on and did the CAT scans and MRIs and stuff before all that happened. Otherwise, they could have caught the blockage and everything in her neck. So, but my mother was an art teacher. She did art. Excuse me. And it does give me comfort that she did give the doctor who killed her, I'm calling him killer, that she had her little sketchbook with her. She always carried with her. We were waiting in doctor's offices, stuff, whatever. She'd pull it out and sketch. And she was giving him an art lesson, how to draw people. Everybody was amazed because my mother was legally blind. She had macular degeneration, and I've got stacks of her paintings and her sketches and stuff. Everybody's amazed at her paintings being legally blind, not being able to see. But she did get to do one last lesson, teaching him how to draw. And she loved it. She loved teaching people how to draw, and students stuff. She absolutely loved it. So, all right, that was delicious. Very good. I'd like to know what cheese curds taste like, but maybe Joel can shoot me some. He's only Canadian, I know. So, ooh, try some of those everything bagel hamburger buns. They are delicious. Yeah. Ooh, I'm so full. I hate to say it, but I'm starting to get my appetite back. But I am. I'm watching what I'm eating. I only eat this because I want to show you my Texas poutine that I made. But next time with the little brisket on top and little jalapenos. Man, that'd be so delicious. I'm about to get me some. My youngest son came visit me the other day. I told him, I said, you need to come over here and use my smoker. Women, they like a man who knows how to smoke a big brisket and chicken and stuff. Any kind of meat. He's like, I don't know about that. And he's like, it's not that hard, my goodness. Yeah, I'll tell you a quick story about their dad. I probably have told this, but it's way back in some video. I mean, it had to be in the early 90s. He came over and I just bought this new barbecue pit. Those round ones. And I had all different kinds of meat. And it's probably like $50. And back then, $50 worth of meat, that was a lot of meat. And I had steaks and ribs and chicken and sausage. I had all this kind of stuff. So he puts my charcoal briquettes in there. And then he gets a lighter fluid. And he squirts it on there and lights it up. I guess he lets it sit there maybe 2, 3, 4 minutes. Wasn't very long. Then he puts a little grill grate things on it, so you can put your food. When he came in house, took my big plate of food out to cook, and my charcoal's still black, and I think it's barely even smoking. He puts the food on there. I tell you, I've never barbecued before. This is my first time, and I'm sure it must have been his first. He sticks my meat on that grill, and he gets a lot of fluid with my meat on there. Shh. Gets a match. Now let me tell you, that meat came out all black and crunchy, and some was raw, and he takes it off, and he goes, I'm going home. I said, you're going home? I said, I thought you were going to eat this. You're going to stay and eat. Oh no, I got to go home. Well, I'll see why he went home, because let me tell you what. Food with lighter fluid on there is something you don't want to eat. All that food. You can take that skin off that chicken, and that lighter fluid still on that chicken. Yeah. We had to throw all that food away. I was like, yeah, yeah. I see why you had to leave because you don't want to eat a lot of fluid chicken and ribs. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's like, you would think men would know how to grill some food. Mm-mm. Nowadays, I'd be really mad because that was probably like $200 worth of meat nowadays. So, if you, little tip, don't put a lot of fluid all over your food when you're fixing to cook it, when you're grilling. Take your food off, put it back on the plate, and put it on there. And then when your charcoal gets all gray, whitish, is ready. That's when you put your food on there. Yeah, so I've learned that. So, all right, I'll see y'all in the next video. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit that bell notification. Make sure it's dark black, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.